Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to K.O.W. Sunday Showdown. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the last K.O.W. show before the biggest pay-per-view event in wrestling history, Clash of Immortals, where every K.O.W. title will be on the line, including the newly created Women's Light Heavyweight Championship. And that's what will kick off our show tonight, because we have the final the final qualifier rather for the final spot in the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match to determine the new K.O.W. Women's Light Heavyweight Champion. And so tonight, we're going to find out who that last person is. We already know 3 of the 4 contenders will be Haley J, Jennifer Pace, and as of last week, Sarah K.O.W. So tonight we're going to find out who is going to join those 3, whether it's going to be this young lady right here, Juma Sims, or perhaps her opponent tonight, who we will, I'm sure, see very shortly. Juma Sims was put into this match because even though her team lost every match in the Women's Tag Team Extravaganza, she never gave up, and she always fought as if it was the most important match in the tournament. And for showing that heart and determination, General Manager Sherman has decided to give her a spot in the qualifier. Now, her opponent, however, is a whole nother story. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. Jordan Nooks. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is it that a woman who abandoned her tag team partner in their latest Women's Tag Team Extravaganza match got to be in a qualifying match for the Women's Light Heavyweight title Fatal 4-Way at Clash of Immortals this coming Wednesday? Well, it's actually very interesting. You see, after last week, when General Manager Sherman had announced that there was going to be 2 qualifying matches to name the last 2 contenders in the Fatal 4-Way, it was Jordan who realized she wasn't in last week's match. She then went to General Manager Sherman and claimed that he was playing favoritism, and that no one voted Jennifer Pace in, and that he was just playing favorites and giving her a spot for no reason. She claimed that it was all a charade and that this was all just a justifiable way to keep her out of the title picture and put Jennifer Pace in as a reward for screwing her. And so General Manager Sherman, to shut her up, said, "Have this match, and if you lose, it's no one's fault but your own." And so here she is in tonight's match. Winner gets to compete for the Women's Light Heavyweight title at Clash of Immortals. And I'm sure Jennifer Pace would love for Jordan Nooks to be in that Women's Fatal 4-Way Elimination match just so she can beat the living hell out of her for abandoning her in that last Women's Tag Team Extravaganza match. And speaking of the Women's Tag Team Extravaganza, tonight we could have the final match of the tournament when, of course, Bad and Backwoods take on the team of Erin, Cassidy, and Morgan Shay. Of course, if Bad and Backwoods wins, they automatically become the second team to qualify for the Women's Tag Team title match at Clash of Immortals. However, if they lose, they will be forced into a finals match at Clash of Immortals. So, interesting potential thing that could work out here. Oh, as Juma Sims delivering a devastating pump handle move. And now, perhaps she waits for something huge. Jordan Nooks does make it in, but she eats a nasty spear. Juma Sims goes for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count for Juma Sims. And Jordan Nooks barely getting any offense in this match. Perhaps now we see who truly is responsible for losing the women's tag team extravaganza. Juma Sims goes for the pin off the sledgehammer. 2, 3, and Juma Sims knocks off Jordan Nooks, earning the final spot in the women's fatal 4-way elimination match at K.O.W. Clash of Immortals. And there you can see it, ladies and gentlemen, a huge match set for the women's light heavyweight championship match. I can't wait for Clash of Immortals to see who will be the first ever women's light heavyweight champion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our second match of the evening. And ladies and gentlemen, last week, or rather Friday, we seen the number 1 contender to the Infinite title, David Bowe, take on the K.O.W. heavyweight champion, Dylan Styles, one-on-one. And so tonight, we're going to get the flip side of that match, as the number 1 contender to the K.O.W. World Championship, David Rike, will take on the current Infinite champion, Adam Mays. Both of these men, of course, getting their last bit of warm-up, training, however you would like to put it, before their huge matches at Clash of Immortals. And this man looks to become the first ever man to hold 2 different K.O.W. championships in history. That's right. David Rike, a former Infinite champion, now looking to add the K.O.W. Heavyweight Championship to his resume, and in doing so will make himself part of history, as no other wrestler in K.O.W. history has ever held 2 different titles in K.O.W. before. Of course, that's assuming David Rike can knock off the K.O.W. World Champion, who, as of this moment, is undefeated. Won every match put in front of him to date. He's knocked off everybody from David Bowe to David Rike, to even knocking off others such as Adam Less and Ethan Skade. He's been undefeated since the very beginning, and many say that that will continue through Wednesday. But David Rike, of course, as we all know, David Rike refuses to admit that he will lose, because he believes he's already won without even having to compete or touch the K.O.W. World Champion. And there he is, Adam Mays, the K.O.W. Infinite Champion. And look at that, K.O.W. Infinite Champion, Adam Mays. And Adam Mays has been keeping himself noticeable these past few weeks, knocking off a member of the Stupidity Crew, knocking off other superstars as well. He's been very active on social media, calling out David Bowe, saying that David Bowe is not ready to hold championship gold, and that there's a reason why he hasn't been a champion yet. And so we're going to find out very soon just how much of the garbage and trash talking that Adam Mays has been doing will hold up at Clash of Immortals. But that's Clash of Immortals. Tonight he needs to focus on his opponent, David Rike. And out the gate, it's David Rike taking control. And David Rike really needs to use this opportunity to send a message to the undefeated K.O.W. heavyweight champion, who has really dominated everyone in his path, including his best friend, David Bowe, as we seen Friday night when he did defeat David Bowe in what I would say is somewhat dominating fashion. And now it's David Bowe, or rather David Rike, who finds himself in trouble. Oh, big suplex out on the floor. Oh, big elbow to the head. And a big knee as well. And now David Rike going up top, perhaps thinking something big. And he changes his mind. Count of 7, and Adam Mays will make it back into the ring. Oh! And changes the plans of whatever David Rike was thinking. Now going up to the second rope. Oh! Big knee to the side of the face, followed up with a stomp. And a big kick to the back. And now it is Adam Mays who finds himself in control. Oh! Shutting down Adam Mays there. David Rike, and now David Rike finds himself in control. Goes up to the second rope. And he delivers his own knee to the side of the head. Goes for the pin off the big knee. 1. Only 1 count for David Rike. Oh, big lariat. And David Rike missing with whatever he was going for there. Oh, and a huge spear into the ring. And now it is Adam Mays who finds himself in control. Oh, and working David Rike's knees. Cannot be good for one's knees. Now it's David Rike sliding back into the ring. And now big torture rack into a bomb. Pinning combination 1. Only a 1 count. Up to the second rope. Now perhaps looking to get something big here on Adam Mays. And Adam Mays does dodge and avoid it. Thrown into the corner. Oh, and a big code breaker. Huge code breaker. And now, the show off that he is, showing off when perhaps he should have taken advantage. Kicks him in the gut, perhaps looking for it. It is the Rike's fall. Rike's fall. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And David Rike, perhaps sending a huge message to Dylan Styles. And Dylan Styles should be ready for this K.O.W. Heavyweight Championship match Wednesday. David Rike is obviously prepared for it as he continues his winning streak towards becoming, or rather being in, the K.O.W. Heavyweight Championship match. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time. And you know what that means. That means that it is time for the final match of the women's tag team extravaganza. Now, that word final does have air quotes around it because here's the thing. If this woman, Erin Cassidy, and her tag team partner, Morgan Shay, can somehow knock off Bad and Backwoods tonight, there will be a finals match between Cosplay Bays and Bad and Backwoods at Clash of Immortals kickoff show. However, if Bad and Backwoods win this match, they will automatically become the second team to compete for the women's tag team titles at Clash of Immortals. So now, the question is, can Erin Cassidy and Morgan Shay do it? If not, then the match will be set. The New Age Bad Girls will take on Bad and Backwoods. However, if not, both Bad and Backwoods and Cosplay Bays will have to compete at Clash of Immortals, which will put them at a distinct disadvantage. So, if you're Bad and Backwoods, you cannot lose tonight. This is the most important match of the entire tournament. Not even the match against the Cosplay Bays was important compared to this. If you're the Cosplay Bays, however, your hopes and dreams are riding on this match. You have to be betting on and cheering and rooting for Morgan Shay and Erin Cassidy. So the question is, who do you, the people, want to see win tonight? Would you guys want a rematch between Bad and Backwoods and the Cosplay Bays? Or would you prefer to see Bad and Backwoods move on and take on the New Age Bad Girls in that women's tag team title ladder match for the K.O.W. women's tag team titles? We're going to find out tonight, because here they are. Brittany Riggs in the blue, Breland Dubbin in the red, and it is Bad and Backwoods, who arguably have been the best tag team in this tournament. Solid teamwork. Ready for everyone, it seems. Their biggest challenge, the Cosplay Bays, and what has been probably, or was rather, one of the greatest matches of the women's tag team extravaganza, has already been defeated. So at this point, if you've knocked out your biggest competition, tonight should be a breeze walk for Bad and Backwoods. However, they cannot take their opponents too lightly, otherwise they will lose. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Main event time. And alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Breland Dubbin out the gate, made a mistake, but quickly turns that around. And now begins to focus. Cannot make too many mistakes tonight. Bad and Backwoods need to play perfectly, but not overly cautious, as they need to win tonight to ensure they don't need a finals tiebreaker match. And Erin Cassidy would hate to lose to Bad and Backwoods and give them exactly what they want. And a big head scissors takedown for Erin Cassidy. And now, oh, nope, Erin Cassidy back in control. And a big snap suplex for Erin Cassidy. And now perhaps gonna look to tag in her tag team partner. And Breland Dubbin, perhaps thinking, oh, she did get the drop kick off. Amazingly, Erin Cassidy did not avoid that. And now Brittany Riggs in. Oh. To start doing some damage. Erin Cassidy dodging out of the way. And now Brittany Riggs with a big reversal. And Erin Cassidy with a big reversal. Brittany Riggs with a big reversal. Just some beautiful back-to-back reversals. And now Brittany Riggs was perhaps looking to get a little something there, but unfortunately it looks like she did not get it. Big lariat clothesline now picks her back up again. And another big lariat. Still has control of the wrist. Picks her back up once more. And a third big lariat. Goes for the pin off the lariat. One. Only a 1 count. And perhaps if you're Brittany Riggs and Breland Dubbin, you try to end this match quicker rather than taking too long. Ugh. Brittany Riggs puts Erin Cassidy's head right in the mat. Now picking her up. Sends her into the corner, now making the tag. It's time for a little bit of double team work. Oh, stereo super kicks. And now in comes Morgan Shay. And of course, Breland Dubbin looking to keep Morgan Shay down. It's unfortunate that Bad and Backwoods even let Morgan Shay back in the first place. But they gotta do what they gotta do, hopefully. And now Breland Dubbin making the tag to Brittany Riggs. Little teamwork to make the dream work. But it's Morgan Shay quickly turning it around and taking advantage. Big scoop power slam. And now Brittany Riggs turning that around into a jawbreaker and now has her up for a big neck breaker as well to follow up. Picks up Morgan Shay. Sends her into her team's corner. Tag. And perhaps it could be. There it is. And now Brittany Riggs going up. Breland Dubbin has Morgan Shay as backwoods pile driver. Backwoods pile driver. Breland Dubbin goes for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. For Breland Dubbin and Brittany Riggs. And now Breland Dubbin has Morgan Shay up. Oh, big GTS. Big GTS putting down Morgan Shay. And now perhaps it's time. Oh, big counter for Morgan Shay. Now needing to fight her way out of that Bad and Backwoods corner. Oh, huge punch. Followed by a big lariat. Breland Dubbin perhaps going for a desperate pin here. 1. And it's Morgan Shay who kicks out. And Breland Dubbin changing her focus to Erin Cassidy. Perhaps a mistake here when the legal woman is still Morgan Shay. Oh, a big kick to the back. Goes for the pin off the kick to the back. 1. Only a 1 count. And Breland Dubbin still needs to put in some more work now to end this match. Oh, and it's Morgan Shay with the big counter. And now got her up for a big power bomb. Goes for the pin off the power bomb. 1, 2. And Breland Dubbin kicking out at 2. Oh boy. And now Morgan Shay tagging in Erin Cassidy. And Erin Cassidy perhaps psyching herself up. Calling for something big here. Oh, huge kick to the face. 1, 2, and Brittany Riggs breaking it up for her tag team partner. And the ref is down. Oh, huge splash. Oh, and a big kick. And now it's Erin Cassidy perhaps looking. And now Breland Dubbin does make her way out and makes the tag to Brittany Riggs, the fresher woman of her team. And now Brittany Riggs. Oh, huge natural selection on Erin Cassidy. Goes for the pin off the natural selection. 1. Only a 1 count. And already, if you're Bad and Backwoods, this match has gone on for too long. Big forearm. But Brittany Riggs does escape. Oh. Big kick to the gut and a big DDT outside, and that's gonna hurt because those mats are more for show than actual protection. And Brittany Riggs returning the favor with a big Hurricane Rana. Oh! Goes for a huge splash out on Erin Cassidy, and now the ref begins his count. And Brittany Riggs now showing off on the turnbuckle, perhaps psyching herself up. Oh! And dumps Morgan Shay out as well with her partner. Count of 4. Count of 5 for Erin Cassidy. She needs to get up and get back in the ring if she's going to look to win this in any way, which she does. Oh, and a big boot. And Brittany Riggs puts her right back down and now picks her up. Huge neck breaker. Huge neck breaker. Goes for the pin off the neck breaker. 1, 2, 3. Bad and Backwoods win, and they automatically become the second team to qualify for the women's tag team title ladder match. And that's how it's done. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the second team, the team that will go on to face the New Age Bad Girls for the women's tag team titles. And that's Wednesday on K.O.W. Clash of Immortals. Huge pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching K.O.W. Sunday Showdown. And I'll see you all next time.